5S is a lean manufacturing tool used to ensure a clean and organized workplace. It's actually a Japanese technique, and each of the 5 words began with S, but we've created an English equivalent, again starting with S, to make it easier to understand. So let's just go through the 5 S's. The first S is sort, which means we go through your workplace, for example, and remove anything that's not needed. In a typical accounting firm, that could mean old computers, old files, and old clients' records, perhaps. But you identify what the vital stuff is and chuck the rest. The second S is set, and this is setting things in order. So if, for example, you're in a factory, you could paint lines on a factory floor to denote where you walk. In an accounting firm, setting could be having open shelves rather than cupboards, and having files specifically marked for easy access. It could be where you keep your client records, having standardized boxes which are clearly marked. And it also relates to your computer as well. You may have archive files there that you need to sort and get rid of, but then you need to set them properly, so again, for easy access. And this is where the 5S mantra comes from, is the set element. The mantra is essentially saying there's a place for everything and everything in its place. So the third S is shine. It's clean everything. Just make sure it's spotless, not just a casual spring clean, but a really spotless clean. And ensure that it's done properly so that it impacts well on efficiency, but it also impacts on attitudes as well. So it's really important to do that. The fourth S is called standardize. And standardize really means standardizing the first 3 S's, sort, set, and shine, and making each of them a process. That's all you do with standardize, is convert these 3 S's into processes. And the 5th and final S is called sustain. It's probably the hardest one to do, but sustaining is essentially creating new habits, and that would be the new way that you would operate. Here at The Perfect Practice, we have the means by which we ensure that clients sustain that change by introducing monthly checklists, monthly audits using checklists. So that's 5S. You'll see a lot of organizations using 5S, and now you know what it is. And this is what they do. They sort out their workspace, they set things in the right order, they polish and clean everything so that they've actually shined it, they've standardized those 3 as processes, and they've sustained it by creating a new habit. That's 5S, there's nothing to it. But just remember that 5S is more than just the sum of its parts. It's a systematic approach which links everything together.